Alright, so I'm going to show y'all why these tracks are not staying tight. And I've done had one viewer already pointed out. So y'all see how this is shiny? Y'all see how this is still black? Same thing here, here. See them black speckles in the middle there, black there. When Doggy put these rails on, they didn't buff the paint off of them. It don't matter how much Loctite you put on them, it don't matter how much aero gun you put on them, it don't matter how many torque multipliers you put on them, these pads are never going to stay tight. So we're gonna get our other two pads and we're gonna put them on. But y'all look here, this is the one, not the rail that he broke the bolts out of the other day. This is the one that the rail, just the bolts come loose. And y'all see how they're they're egg shaped a little bit right here. I'm not sure if it, there we go, it's coming in a little bit better. How it's egg shaped there, y'all see how it's got like a lip. It's starting to make a lip right there. Same thing here. And it starts to kind of lip right there a little bit too. That rail's trash. That rail will never last like it's supposed to last. This whole undercarriage, 15, 18,000, however much it was, it's trash. Because they didn't take the time to buff the paint off these rails. So we're gonna put these pads back on, that way we don't end up breaking a rail even faster. I'm not sure what the store's gonna do, but the store's gonna do something about this. Because that right there, that's laziness. That's just, there's no other word for that. That's laziness is all that was. I really like the John Deere product, and this has nothing to do with deer. This is service department at my local Doggett store. That's what this is. This is nothing to do with deer. That skidder that broke and all the hell we had for a week after that, that was to do with my Doggett store. That wasn't to do with deer. So it's a hell of a way to start your Monday though. Redoing track pads, and we're gonna run them all day today, we're gonna run them all day tomorrow, and we're gonna bring our torque multiplier that we have out here, and we're gonna put on these bolts, and we're gonna recheck them tomorrow after we run it. So it'll have 2 shifts of running, and we'll have a pretty good indication. But I can already tell y'all they're coming loose, because I'm not sure how well this is gonna show up here with no light. Get my phone out and I'll shine a light on it. See, y'all see how, most especially this one here, it's got, you can't, yeah, you can see a little bit in there. Y'all see that, those silver shiny pieces right there? In between the rail and the pad? And you see how the rail's got like that rust looking color to it right at the top, that lip? That's where it pad's working. And it's got fresh metal shavings in it from where we worked it Thursday. We didn't cut with it Friday. So the store's supposed to be working with us. I sure hope they do. Be awful chicken shit if we spend all this money with them that we spend, and their shop does this and they don't eat it. But we gotta get these pads put on, and we'll be back in a minute. Not sure what we're gonna have going on today. Quota this week is 55 loads. We got 5 1 meal, 50 to another, and we're gonna try to all do it in 4 days. So we'll be back. We may not be doing any kind of track pad work. The air compressor won't crank. We're thinking it got, we're thinking it, where we drove through that bad rain Friday, it filled some stuff up with water. That's pretty good gas looking coming out of there.
I think that muffler's full.
It blowed up on a second ago, caught our gassy rag on fire we was trying to use, and Brady about burnt to death, and thought we caught the work truck on fire, and I just don't know. There's far coming out of that hole though.
Hey, call Dog it, they'll fix it.
Yeah, they'll fix it all right. Just like they sent that dude out here Friday to put a water pump on something that didn't need a water pump. But that's not us. That's not our parts we have to eat. That's theirs. But we start cranking on this thing in a minute. I'll show y'all down in that hole there. We fixed it! We fixed it! He fixed it, pump for it, some tools for it. It's running. That's all that matters. So we're going to put the pad back on. We got this one still to go. We got the other one. See it down there where it's discolored. Anyway, we got to noticing that there is some heat discoloration to these pads. There's some small little buggy type cracks in here. You can see where a truck turned around. Can't really see real well, but there's truck marks there, and there's truck marks here. You can see those pretty good. And you can see here, really turned it back out. Same thing there. And there's those little bitty cart type wheels again. Not sure what that was. But if I had to guess, we had a bandit show up this weekend, because y'all can look at this right there. You see how that's burnt? This was done after the rain. Yeah, that broke off whenever it snagged their bolts the other day. But somebody come out here this weekend and tried to cut my pads off the damn shear. Don't do drugs, kids. I don't know if y'all can see that idiot over there. But his air conditioner has quit, and yeah, he's hot. I'm pretty sure the air conditioner quit in sight of something that they done to it Thursday whenever they was changing the water pump. So Deer's on their way out here, Dog It is on their way out here to look at that. And they're gonna change the fan motor is what I would call it. And see if that subsides the heating that it's doing whenever it goes into reverse. Brady's fixing to get on the rubber tire. See it sitting right there. I may have to go get on it in a minute and run in, as bad as I don't want to, because Brady's not that confident in this big wood with the rubber tire, and he's gonna end up getting upside down or something because he just won't make enough wood because he's trying to go so slow by being careful. But that's what's fixing to happen. He's fixing to go get on that and go down there and start cutting. Deer should be here any minute, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like I said, whatever is wrong with the air conditioner is wrong with it because the mechanic messed something up Friday, not because it just decided to go out. I mean, it could have. It's a possibility, but it's just odd that a machine was working perfect and then they start fooling with it, and so I don't know. We'll be back. All right. I'll give y'all, I guess you say, your mid-morning update here. We've loaded 8. We've loaded 8 loads so far. We're gonna try and do 15. Try and get y'all. You can see I got the other loader stretched out here. I've been delimbing. I got some more wood there to go delimb here in just a second, but we'll watch Matt come up this access. And Mickey delimb for a second. But anyway, I'm not sure how clear I was this morning. I was pretty frustrated when I had the camera out first thing this morning. I knew what I was coming to get myself into today with those track pads, but then I don't know. If y'all ever been in a situation where the more you look at something, the more aggravated you get about it? Well, that's how I was about the track pads this morning. But anyway, so we got 55 loads this week, 5 to PCA, 50 to Marco. We're going to try and knock them out in 4 days. It is supposed to rain Thursday afternoon, I believe, and I would like to have everything in by that time. If we can knock out 55 loads in 4 days, we'll have Friday off. May come out, wash a machine or something, me and another person, but we'll probably have a 3-day weekend, and we'll get paid for Friday because we'll be done 5 days worth of wood in 4 days. Should. If my accounting office don't agree with that, then we're gonna make it a 5-day week, because I'm not I'm not screwing myself out a day of work. I know that sounds bad, but hey, you gotta look out for yourself sometimes too. So like I said, we got 8 loaded so far. 2 trucks are on their 3rd round, 1 truck's on his 2nd round. He was running late this morning. He's a whole round behind. We got the swivel and everything put back in this skidder, and it's doing great. It's doing a really good job this morning. It got washed up pretty good. We got a few small leaks in the belly of it, but nothing that's like, oh my god. I'm gonna try and wash on this loader here some after a while too. Mainly just knock the grime and stuff off the outside of it that it's collected since its last wash job. I think the last time it was washed was it'll be back in November-ish, around Thanksgiving time last time it was washed. So she's doing another good bath. You'll see Mickey's loader shining like a new penny today. It's got all washed up. We washed everything on it but the boom, and you can see where he washed a little bit right here on the boom and a little bit right there on the boom. We're gonna finish washing the rest of that boom today to get that taken care of. I hate unevenness. Make them yellow letters on that boom jump off of it again. They look kind of dingy. But so not a whole lot of excitement going on today. I imagine I'm gonna put y'all in the window in a minute with the GoPro, and y'all gonna sit here and talk or listen to me talk about the John Deere stuff. I've got some stuff I want to say about the John Deere stuff, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna go with it, how I'm gonna say it, but I got some stuff that I want to clear up, and then I got some things that I want to say. And Deere's been very, very good to me, but Deere themselves. But apparently Deere can only do so much for you, then it's all back on the store. And we all know my feelings about our dogged store. So y'all sit tight, we'll be back. I've got a pretty good thing figured out here with the big camera to start using it a little bit more. I miss using the big camera. I say it every time I use it. It's not as simple to keep with. Like the GoPro, you can put it on a magnet base, walk up to your machine, get in, just stick it anywhere, and she rides. And the big camera don't always do that. I think I got something rigged up to where the magnet base will work a little bit better with it. But y'all watch this 620 come in. I kind of got my boom in his way. I was hoping I'd put my boom there and they'd put more wood at my loader, but I don't guess they want to put wood at my loader. I will say, for 9,000 hours, that machine is doing a jam-up job, though. You know, she got all nice and clean. I just love running clean equipment. It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? So You know, just look at all the wood headed up all around here. Skidder drivers have got wood everywhere, son. Everywhere. They got wood. Let's see, they got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 drags headed up ahead of the loaders. We started with like 3 loads this morning. It was exactly 3 loads we started with this morning out, and we've loaded, let's see, we're on load number 9. Yeah, 9 right now, and yeah, I think it's 9. I can't remember, I've lost count. Anyway, we're somewhere around 10, close to 10, maybe a little over, can't remember. But anyway, we started with 3. And they pretty well caught Brady right off the bat this morning with us having to put those pads on that cutter. And then the air conditioner quit working in that cutter. So I got him on rubber tires, so things are still a little bit slow. And I've been running the second loader a little bit this morning, which we've been running both skidders pretty hard today, trying to do exactly what we're doing here, getting ahead, trying to beat the rain that's coming towards the end of the week. But I mean, shoot. Even with 2 loaders, we got over 5 loads in the pile up there now, and there's 2.5 more loads headed up out here in the access. 1 cutter doing it, and 2 skidders running it. That's pretty good, y'all. It's aggravating that our stuff isn't cleaner underneath it. And he's cutting right there with the rubber tire, and you can't see him. Get a glimpse of him every once in a while, riding his bushes and stuff down. I wish it was cleaner though, boys, to be some good watching, cutting stuff. Y'all look at that. There's another copperhead. I was that close to another one. This place down here is full of freaking copperheads. And I can't get to them. I'm by myself. I got a camera in one hand. That one's probably just gonna have to live unless Brady comes down over here and tries to kill it. Woo! I don't like them suckers. Alright, so today I had a question come in the other day. Wanted to know, do you cut the skint trees as you go? Do you cut them at all? Do you leave them? What do you do with your skint trees? Skint trees like this, like you see here. You see we're standing at the end of a down row. But that is what we call a kicker tree. Some people call them turn trees. Some people call them skinner trees. You know, everybody's got a different name for them. I call them kicker trees because it kicks. As you pivot that wood on that tree, it kicks those tops around out in this access for you. But if that tree is skint more than, if I remember, I'm trying to think here, it's either 1/3 or 2/3 all the way around and over 3 foot high, you have to cut that tree. Now, like that tree there, it's a very, y'all look up, that is a grade A #1 log standing right there. That tree's gonna live. I'm not gonna cut that tree. It's mature enough, it's gonna live. If it was a first thin, trees were 12, 14 years old, they were still very young trees, and that was cut or skint, I would cut that because that tree's gonna more than likely die, especially if it's in the winter time or early spring when the bark is slipping really bad. I don't know all the tree science behind it, but if you skin them that time of year, you know, winter, early spring, for some reason it seems like they die easier. They will still die in the summertime if they're skinned bad enough, but it takes a pretty bad skin to make that tree unlivable. Not sure if y'all can see down there, there's another great big tree, but it's skint right at the bottom. That tree for sure is not going to be cut, because it's, I mean, it's they're going to jump but that much off that log one day anyway. They'll end up having to junk about 4 foot off of this log here, because what that'll do is that tree will live, but then that bark, like, I don't see anything standing here from where they first thinned it, but they'll like, it's called a cat face is what it is, but the bark like tries to grow up around that skin part, and it makes a deformation in the tree, and the log mill will not buy that tree as a log. They'll buy it, but they'll cull you so many pounds or board feet for that tree. So the logger, when it comes time to log it, they'll bob it off just above that swell spot there where the cat face will be, and then the rest of that will be a log, and there's still plenty there to make a 35-foot log. The other ones up there, you know, especially the smaller ones like this one right here, this is a, I don't know if you, I can't really tell here, but if this little bit smaller one that's got the fork in it right there, that one, I'm gonna cut that one for sure, even though it's skint actually not quite as bad as this one, but because it's a fork, it's a diseased tree already, and its tops are just not as mature looking as the rest of this around here, so it's got a pretty good shot of dying. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it to ensure that I did not waste product for the company. If for some reason we happen to skin 1 or 2 in the down row, we will try to go in there and pull those out as well, especially if it's a smaller diameter log tree already. We will try and remove that. That way we don't have something dying, possibly creating bugs and beetles getting into the stand. But yeah, other than that, we do, you know, when we wait until all of the timber is cut, what we usually do is we will, you know, we're working our left side going in, and then on our right side coming back out, we're just working a big loop out here. And as we're coming back up this right side, usually there's nothing left on the left side of the access to be skidded, and we'll take care of all the skint trees as we're coming out. We'll kind of back up with the rubber tire and, you know, run back down a few rows back there where the skidders are at, pick up our skint trees. If for some reason the cutter is not here, we will take the skidder and shove them over, and the loader will bob the clay root off of the tree at the processing loader at the deck, landing set, whatever you would like to call it. So yes, we do cut our skint trees. Usually it's, if I remember right, it's a third of the diameter and 3 foot high. If it's that or more, or you know, that much skint or greater, we kill them. If it's a pretty good tree like this here, and this just comes with years of experience knowing that tree has got like a 90% survival rate, I'm gonna leave that, because that's a money tree and a half right there. But anyway, so yeah, we cut all our skint trees when we're done, most of them, and we try and do that to make sure, and we try and make sure our access is wide enough to where we only have one. If y'all notice, there's one skint tree at the end of every row. We try and get, if you get them too tight, you can end up with 2 or 3, sometimes 4 skint trees, and we don't want that. So anyway, guys, we'll be back up in the set in a minute, and who knows what we're gonna get to watch. So y'all hang out, we'll be right back. We'll wrap this video up for today. We got a lot going on right here. Alright, so that's number, let's see, between those 2 trucks, that's number 10 for the day. So that's number 14 altogether. Got Matt in the other loader. What he's doing is that wood that I was just showing y'all, we had headed all up over here. He's pulling some of that into himself, and then he's gonna get up there and delimb it, hand it off to Mickey, kind of help Mickey out. Doggy is finally here looking at this thing. I ain't never seen a mechanic walk up to a machine and instead of looking at opening the hood and looking at all the air conditioner stuff, we just break out a laptop, but whatever. This is Iceman's 5th load for the day. It's Puppy's 5th load for the day. See what else we got. Other trucks on his 4th load. Like I said, that's number 14 being loaded. Puppy and Iceman both are coming back to jack up. So technically out of the woods today we'll be loaded 17. And we'll still be at a pretty good pile. I say a decent pile. Left up, left ahead. Well, we're not going to be out here a whole bunch longer. That one truck, he's going to be behind. He was behind this morning, and I may be wrong for being that way, but if you show up late to my job, I'm not keeping my crew out here to wait on you when you showed up late. So he'll end up coming back to get his 5th load loading himself, and then Iceman and Puppy, if they were close enough, we would wait on them, but their loads are going to be loaded for tomorrow. They're going to load up early to go to our PCA meal. We'll knock out 2 of those loads tomorrow. We have 5 to get there. So, that should kind of wrap up today's video. Kind of a little, I mean, we started out doing track pads, and I didn't get to show y'all any of the cutting. Got to watch the skidder come out of there with a drag. Watching the loaders work. Look, I see Michael coming up that access down there. Not sure if y'all can see him. There he is. Y'all see him coming. So it's just one of those days, guys. There's not a whole bunch of craziness taking place. That's where I need to learn to have some topics planned out to talk about when nothing crazy is taking place. Make the video more interesting for y'all, but I know a lot of y'all just come here and y'all like watching the equipment work. But I appreciate everybody's support so very much. All the comments, even the more derogatory ones. I like y'all all. So the COVID stuff is kind of common. I ain't gonna say it's calming down. I'm not gonna get too political on that side of things. Which Michael's gonna come right up in here with us. I think I'm fixing to round something up to bring one of y'all out here. It's actually going to be 2, but I've already got one guy picked out. He's kind of went above and beyond already with some things, reaching out to me with stuff. So I want to show my thanks to him, and we're going to bring him out here soon, and I want to do a giveaway deal where we bring a couple of people, maybe one person, depends, back out here. We'll see how she goes. And so yeah, we just got some stuff coming up that I want to, like I said, I want to try and do somebody. I want to bring a couple people out because that was my goal to begin with the 5,000 mark, is I wanted some people to come out and look at this first in hand. I think I've got a pretty good understanding on what I'm going to have to do to bring people out, but I think it'd be really cool to get to bring people out here. But this truck is loaded. Look at all that steak still left up there. It's loaded. Matt's gonna jump down and trim him. Matt's doing a trio of things. He's skidding to himself, he's delimbing, and he's jumping down and he's trimming. But I'm gonna jump over and I'm gonna help these guys strap his truck down. Y'all go down below, leave me a comment. Thank y'all so much for all the support, as always. Y'all make sure y'all go leave me a comment. That's the big thing. Leave me a comment and like the video. If you're not, subscribe for me, please. And until tomorrow, we'll catch y'all next time.